Almost everyone has tasted Coca-Cola, but very few people know it was never meant to be a soft drink. It began as medicine. The year was 1886. In Atlanta, Georgia, a pharmacist named John Pemberton was searching for a new medicine. At the time, many medicines contained strange ingredients. Some even included cocaine from coca leaves and caffeine from cola nuts. Pemberton mixed the ingredients into a thick, dark syrup, but it still wasn't Coca-Cola. Not yet. One day, someone accidentally mixed the syrup with carbonated water. The result was refreshing. People loved it. The name came from two ingredients, Coca and Cola. A bookkeeper changed the K to a C. He believed it looked more elegant. The drink was ready, but success didn't come. During its first year, Coca-Cola sold only about 9 glasses a day. Asa Candler saw something others didn't. He wasn't buying a drink. He was buying an opportunity. Instead of waiting for customers to discover Coca-Cola, Asa Candler put Coca-Cola everywhere. Instead of waiting for customers to discover Coca-Cola, Asa Candler put Coca-Cola everywhere. As demand kept growing, Asa Candler made one decision that changed everything. He didn't just sell Coca-Cola. He built a brand. At first, Coca-Cola could only be found at soda fountains. That meant customers had to visit a pharmacy. But one businessman asked a simple question: what if people could take Coca-Cola home? Then, in 1899, 2 lawyers had a bold idea. They asked for the rights to bottle Coca-Cola. Asa Candler agreed. It would become one of the greatest business decisions in history, and it happened for almost nothing. Soon, Coca-Cola was no longer just a fountain drink. Bottles carried it to small towns, big cities, and distant communities. People could finally enjoy Coca-Cola anywhere. They no longer needed to visit a soda fountain for a glass. Demand grew faster than anyone had expected. New bottling plants began opening across America. By the early 1900s, Coca-Cola was everywhere. The drink that began in one pharmacy was becoming a national icon. Its success also created a serious problem for the company. Imitators began copying the famous drink everywhere. To protect its identity. Coca-Cola needed something unique, something people could recognize, even in the dark. It was beautiful, easy to recognize, and impossible to forget. Soon, the bottle itself became an icon. Sales continued to rise. Year after year, Coca-Cola was becoming more than just a drink. Then, the world was changed by war. America entered World War II. Coca-Cola made an extraordinary promise. Every American soldier would be able to buy a Coke for 5 cents. To make that possible, Coca-Cola built bottling plants near military bases across the world. When the war finally ended, something remained. Those bottling plants were still there, ready to serve millions of people. Without planning it, the war had helped turn Coca-Cola into a truly global brand. Without planning it, the war had helped turn Coca-Cola into a truly global brand. After the war, millions already knew its taste. Factories kept producing day and night to meet demand. Coca-Cola was no longer just an American company. It belonged to the world. Its red bottle became a symbol of happiness. No matter where people lived, they recognized the familiar shape. But success brought a powerful new rival. Pepsi was growing faster than ever. Then, the 1970s changed everything. A younger rival was gaining more attention every year. That rival was Pepsi. Its commercials felt younger, faster, and bolder. Millions, especially teenagers, began to notice. For the first time, Coca-Cola was no longer untouchable. Then, Pepsi made a daring move. It invited ordinary people to taste 2 colas. No labels, no brand names, just one simple question: which one tastes better? The answer would shock the entire soft drink industry. Those blind taste tests became famous. Across America, people called them the Pepsi Challenge. Again and again, many people chose Pepsi. The results spread quickly through newspapers and television. Inside Coca-Cola headquarters, executives were worried. For the first time In decades, their leadership was under threat. They believed they needed to change the formula. It seemed like the only solution. In 1985, Coca-Cola made history. It introduced a brand new recipe to the world. The company called it New Coke. Executives were confident the future had arrived, but within days, the public rebelled. Thousands wrote letters, made phone calls, and demanded the original Coca-Cola come back. The return of the original Coca-Cola was celebrated. Sales quickly began to recover. The company had learned a timeless lesson. People don't just buy products, they buy memories. Today, Coca-Cola is sold in more than 200 countries, from one small pharmacy to one of history's greatest brands. A reminder that sometimes the biggest success comes from listening